Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sick Indulgence, the podcast where I tell you about the most unnecessary and insane splurges from all across the globe. Most of you know me as Refashioned Hippie, and if you're here, you've probably seen an episode or two from my series on stupid rich people fashion. Not every indulgence that I feature will be for the super rich. Today's episode is something that should be universal: children. As we all know, money helps when you decide to have a child. The cost of simply being pregnant can be quite high. In addition to doctor's visits, medication, clothing, and the change in your diet, some pregnancies, like mine, are so difficult that you may have to stop working completely. And of course, once the child is born, there are all of the costs that come along with turning a newborn human being into an adult. But say money was no object for you. How many children would you want to have? Christina and Galip Ozturk, a millionaire couple living in Georgia, the country, not the state, have answered that question. 100. The goal of the couple when they married, she at 23 and he at 55, was to have 100 biological children. After marrying, they had 10 children in 10 months, and Christina wanted to hit 100 babies by the time she reaches 30, so they will need to keep that pace up, having 12 children a year for the next 7 years. Here's where the money gets involved. Even if Christina wanted to carry children herself, which after having the first one, she doesn't, that is obviously not humanly possible. So they hire surrogates. They have no direct contact with the women carrying their children, but they do put each one on a specific dietary plan and review the results of regular medical tests. Because the surrogate's genetic material is not used to create the child in question, they have no legal rights to the children that they're carrying. This came up because one of the women wanted to keep the child she had just given birth to, but lost in the court case. Again, because no amount of her DNA was used. Christina, currently a mother of 11, has a staff of nannies who have some pretty serious requirements themselves. The following is an extended quote from News24.com's article, "This couple want 100 kids and they're hiring people to supply them." If you're interested in this, it is a great article and I recommend you check it out. Also, because there are children involved, I've chosen to not put any pictures up this time. If you're interested in seeing the family, you can check out that article, and of course, they have an Instagram account. But again, this is an extended quote from that article. "I teach each nanny independently. The upbringing of children is strictly according to my instructions." All Christina. These include what to read to the children, in which order, at what time, and for how long. She only feeds her children homemade meals, and each meal is strictly measured. Food is strictly according to grams, not a gram more, not a gram less. Nannies are required to take a picture of each baby's dirty nappy so that Christina can determine whether the contents are of a good color and consistency. Each child has a diary that records all the details of his life: what we eat, how much we ate, how I slept, how I walked, how many went to the toilet, how many were crying, what changes happened with the body. They have decided recently, because they have 10 tiny children in the house, to slow down their pace because 10 babies is just too much to handle for anyone. But their goal is still to have 100 biological children with the use of surrogates and a fleet of nannies. So, yeah. Although this one is not specifically for the super rich, I think if you have a goal of having 100 children, money helps. Also, on a personal note, having a child has been the most difficult thing in my entire life. You're never not a mom. I mean, you're never not a parent, no matter what is happening. So the fact that this is so clearly about Christina and not the many, many children she wants to raise, it's just offensive to me. But what do you think? Because also, again, personal note, if you want 100 children, there are so many in foster care who just want a family to belong to. So saying that you need 100 biological children. Also, they both have children from previous relationships. Anyway, okay, so that's all of my opinions on this week's episode, which I'm calling Baby Goals. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. I'm calling this an indulgence, a huge one. but let me know what you think. Bye.